Hello folks, this is Les Goldstein from Personal Financial Strategies Incorporated with a November 2015 educational economic update. In this video, we'll talk about some of the economic events that influenced markets last month and give you some insight into what they might mean for you as an investor. As always, please stay tuned at the end for a required disclosure statement. October was generally a positive month for stocks as they recovered some ground after a turbulent September. Let's take a look at a few of last month's significant events. Third quarter earnings season kicked off in October, and S&P 500 companies began to report, and the news is pretty lackluster. Out of 253 S&P 500 firms that had reported in, profits were up just 2.4%, while revenues were down slightly by 1.4% over the third quarter of 2014. What does that tell us? Well, it tells us that U.S. markets are still dealing with a lot of headwinds from issues like a weak global growth, a strong dollar, and volatile and falling oil prices. Now, keep in mind that these are overall results. If we exclude the energy sector that is struggling, total earnings would be 4.7% on 1.3% higher revenues. There are also a lot of individual success stories from companies that have achieved great results despite the challenges. As financial professionals, our job is to help our clients find these success stories. In other news, the Federal Reserve's Open Market Committee met again in October and surprised no one when it voted to hold rates stable as is. However, the official statement told investors to hold on to their hats because a rate hike might be coming as early as December if the economy stays strong. But our first look at third quarter economic growth showed that gross domestic product, GDP, grew at a paltry 1.5%. Now, this is just a preliminary report, and economists will revise the data as more information becomes available. However, we can see that growth slowed sharply as U.S. businesses cut back on restocking their warehouses. So a big question is, will weak growth cause the Fed to hold back on rate hikes this year? That's very possible. However, many economists expect growth to pick up again in the fourth quarter, given the underlying strength of the U.S. economy. So, it could come down to a coin toss for the Fed, and we, of course, will keep you tuned. That's it for the November Educational Economic Update. As always, if you have any questions or concerns about what we've discussed, please call our office at 847-268-3670 and ask for myself or Robert Hart or Yvonne Haverland. Now, to update you on what's happening over the near term at PFS. On December 3, we will be having a Social Security lecture here in the office. A lot of changes to the Social Security system, and we need to keep you apprised of that. Some of the planning that we were able to do is now not available to our clients, unfortunately. So you'll get an email, you'll get a voicemail, you may get a little postcard or an Evite on a December 3 Social Security seminar. It'll be here at the office on 626 Bussey in Park Ridge, 6:30 p.m. for sandwiches and dessert. Come for that. Then we will be having our final wine tasting of the year. That's December 17th. Again, I believe start time is 6:30. I'll have to check that to be sure, but This is always a very popular event. I'm sure we will be tasting some winter wines for this end of the year program. Again, December 13th for a wine and cheese event here at PFS. Always limited to 30 folks. First come, first served. So please let us know if you'll be joining us and who your guest will be. Now, please know here that nothing here is a recommendation. If you'd like to discuss your own personal situation, call us at 847-268-3670 and we will be happy to help you. This is Les Goldstein signing off for November. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Talk to you soon.